What if I told you that a simple white powder already sitting in your kitchen cupboard, the same one you probably use to keep your fridge smelling fresh or scrub your countertops, could actually help bring back healthy blood flow to your most important areas down below? I'm not joking. For thousands of men past the age of 60, including dozens of gentlemen I've personally treated, something as ordinary as baking soda has created remarkable changes, not only in their circulation and their ability to get firm, but in the way they carry themselves every single day with renewed energy and real confidence. Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda Brooks, and I've dedicated the last 12 years of my career to helping men over 60 take back their vitality, their physical strength, and their intimate lives. My specialty is men's health, and I can tell you from years of experience that the most powerful solutions aren't always hiding inside a prescription bottle. Sometimes the answer is already sitting right there on your kitchen shelf, waiting for you to discover it. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 science-supported ways that baking soda can help older men rebuild their strength and reclaim their confidence from the inside out. And stay with me to the end because I'm going to reveal a specific morning combination that one of my patients used to get truly incredible results. Before we jump in, if you're a man over 60 who genuinely cares about natural approaches to staying energized, confident, and healthy as you age, go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now and tap the notification bell. You absolutely do not want to miss the tips I've got coming for you. And if this topic hits home for you, drop a number 1 down in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0. I always want to understand exactly what kind of content serves you best. Here's something the vast majority of men are never told. Baking soda isn't just useful for cleaning surfaces or settling an upset stomach. When you use it the right way, it can actually support your body's production of nitric oxide, improve the oxygen balance in your blood, help restore your body's natural pH levels, and even make the testosterone you already have work much more efficiently. Every single one of those factors plays a critical role in achieving strong, reliable erections after the age of 60. So let's start with the very first benefit, because this one is something that almost no man has ever stopped to think about. I've witnessed it over and over again in my practice. Men walk through my door feeling frustrated, worn out, and deeply embarrassed. They're struggling with their energy, their desire, or their ability to perform. Their standard blood work might come back looking perfectly fine, but when you dig deeper into their internal chemistry, a completely different story emerges. And more often than you'd believe, one small natural adjustment can shift everything. Now let me guide you through all 10 benefits, and I'm going to explain each one from a biological angle, an emotional angle, and a practical angle so you can actually start applying this to your own life right away. Benefit number 1. Restoring your blood pH to improve circulation everywhere. Here's a fact that catches almost every man over 60 completely off guard. As our bodies age, they naturally drift toward a more acidic state. Even a tiny shift in that direction can cause your blood vessels to tighten up, slow down your circulation, and make getting an erection significantly harder than it used to be. Picture it like trying to water your entire garden through a hose that someone has bent in half. The water pressure just isn't getting through the way it should. Baking soda acts as a gentle alkalizing agent, coaxing your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing everything to flow more smoothly and freely. I'll never forget Walter, 69 years old, recently retired from teaching. He came to me feeling completely unlike himself, frustrated, defeated. His standard blood panels looked acceptable, but his pH levels told a different story. They were tilting acidic. I recommended a simple morning ritual with baking soda dissolved in water. 3 weeks later, Walter came back into my office with a grin I hadn't seen before. "Doc, I feel like somebody turned the lights back on inside me. My wife keeps asking what I'm doing differently." When your blood is flowing freely, oxygen and vital nutrients finally reach the tissues that matter most for your performance. It sounds almost too simple, but this foundation changes everything that comes after it. Benefit number 2. Quieting the inflammation hiding inside your blood vessels. Inflammation is like a thief that operates in total silence. You can't hear it. You can't feel it happening day to day. But over months and years, it slowly stiffens your blood vessels and blocks the production of nitric oxide, which is the chemical messenger that tells the smooth muscle in your penis to relax and allow blood to rush in. Consider Eugene, 71, a strong and proud man who sat across from me and said, "Doc, it honestly feels like my own body is fighting against me at every turn." When we checked his lab work more closely, his inflammatory markers were noticeably elevated. We introduced a straightforward daily baking soda routine into his life. Within about a month, Eugene came back and told me he was experiencing more frequent erections and noticeably better energy throughout the day. By gently calming that hidden inflammation, baking soda allows your blood vessels to open up on their own. No forcing anything. Just giving your body the quiet support it's been missing. Benefit number 3, creating the right conditions for your body to produce nitric oxide naturally. Nitric oxide is essentially the ignition switch for erections. Without enough of it, your brain can be completely ready, your desire can be fully there, but your body simply won't cooperate and respond. Baking soda helps by building the ideal internal environment for nitric oxide production. Less acidity floating around, reduced oxidative stress attacking your cells, and better protection for the delicate lining of your blood vessels called the endothelium. All of this means your body can generate nitric oxide much more efficiently. I worked with a gentleman named Patrick, 66 years old, active and health conscious. He tried combining baking soda with warm lemon water in the morning, along with some simple breathing exercises. A few weeks into it, Patrick called my office and said, "Doc, I'm waking up to something I genuinely haven't experienced in years. My body is finally answering when I call on it again." Benefit number 4, delivering more oxygen to the tissue that makes erections possible. Even when blood is flowing reasonably well, oxygen is the real fuel behind everything. Your red blood cells need to efficiently deliver oxygen to the penile tissue for anything meaningful to happen down there. But aging, internal acidity, and chronic inflammation can all slow down that delivery system, leading to weaker erections that don't last the way they used to. I remember Lawrence, 72, a retired fire captain who had served his community his entire adult life. He started a simple morning practice of baking soda stirred into a glass of water. Within just a few weeks, Lawrence told me he was noticing improved sensation and genuine warmth during intimate moments with his wife. That's oxygen doing exactly what it's supposed to do, energizing the tissue and fueling the smooth muscles so they can create and sustain firm erections naturally. Benefit number 5, recharging the energy factories inside your smooth muscle cells. The smooth muscle cells inside your penis are the ones responsible for trapping blood and holding it there during an erection. Their energy comes from tiny structures called mitochondria, and those mitochondria can slow down significantly with age, acidity, and accumulated oxidative damage. I treated a man named Douglas, 68, a retired auto mechanic who loved working with his hands. He described his problem perfectly. "Doc, it feels like I'm running out of fuel right in the middle of everything, like the engine stalls halfway through." After introducing baking soda 3 times a week alongside some gentle stretching and deep breathing exercises, Douglas came back and told me, "It feels like somebody finally changed the spark plugs. The engine is turning over again. I feel alive down there." By supporting those mitochondria with a better internal environment, baking soda helps your muscles hold blood longer and maintain stronger erections in a completely natural way. Benefit number 6, helping your body actually use the testosterone it already produces. This one surprises almost everyone. Even when your testosterone levels come back normal on a blood test, you might still feel completely flat because your hormone receptors aren't responding properly. Chronic acidity and inflammation can dull those receptors significantly. It's like trying to shout an important message through a thick concrete wall. The signal just can't break through. I worked with Raymond, 64, a retired law enforcement officer who had served with distinction. He added small, measured doses of baking soda to his weekly routine. About 6 weeks later, Raymond looked me in the eye and said, "My drive is waking back up." And it's not just in the bedroom, Doc, it's everywhere. At the gym, at work around the house, it feels like somebody flipped a switch that had been off for years. Baking soda doesn't magically raise your testosterone numbers. What it does is help your body actually utilize the testosterone it's already manufacturing, making every bit of it count. Benefit number 7, gently supporting your liver and kidneys in their detox work. Decades of living means decades of toxic buildup from processed foods, medications, environmental exposure, and everyday stress. That accumulated load can weigh down your organs and quietly reduce your sexual performance without you even realizing it. Baking soda helps lighten the acid burden on your system, supporting healthier kidney filtration and giving your liver a gentler path to do its detox work effectively. I remember Roberto, 70 years old, a man who actually lived a fairly clean lifestyle, but still felt perpetually sluggish and heavy. We added a small baking soda ritual to his mornings, along with proper hydration and warm lemon water. Within a few weeks, Roberto told me he felt physically lighter, more energetic throughout the day, and that his intimate life was slowly but surely coming back to life. Benefit number 8, taming sugar cravings and supporting healthy weight loss. Here's a connection most men never make. That stubborn belly fat you've been carrying around isn't just a cosmetic issue. It actively produces enzymes that convert your testosterone into estrogen, directly undermining your libido and your ability to perform in the bedroom. Baking soda can help stabilize your blood sugar levels throughout the day, which reduces those intense cravings for sweets and processed carbs, and supports gradual, sustainable fat loss over time. There was a gentleman named Frank, 66, who had been battling stubborn abdominal weight and a disappearing sex drive for years. When he started adding baking soda with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice to his morning water, it helped curb his cravings noticeably, began shifting his hormone balance back in the right direction, and gradually restored a sense of confidence he thought was gone for good. Benefit number 9, calming your nervous system so your body can actually perform. Here's something critical that most men overlook. Performance isn't just a physical event happening below the belt. Your nervous system plays an enormous role. Years of stress, unresolved trauma, or simply poor sleep can keep your body locked in a constant state of high alert. And when your system is stuck in that fight or flight mode, it actively shuts down blood flow to the areas needed for intimacy. I worked closely with a man named George, 70, a retired military veteran who had served multiple tours. He struggled terribly with performance anxiety that no amount of willpower could overcome. Baking soda helped reduce the systemic acidity and inflammation that were keeping his body perpetually wound up, allowing his parasympathetic nervous system, the calm and connect system, to finally take the lead. Within a few weeks, George reported feeling genuinely calm, naturally responsive, and emotionally connected during intimate moments for the first time in years. Benefit number 10. The powerful morning combination that amplifies everything. Here's where it all comes together beautifully. A simple combination of baking soda with fresh lemon juice or a splash of raw apple cider vinegar. When mixed, this creates a gentle fizzing reaction inside your body that supports liver function, promotes healthy bile flow, and improves overall vascular tone throughout your system. It essentially helps your body absorb and maximize all the benefits of baking soda without putting any extra stress on your organs. I had a patient named Henry, 74 years old, who decided to commit to this morning ritual faithfully. Warm water, a fresh squeeze of lemon, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda first thing every morning. 1 month later, Henry sat in my office and said, "Doc, I wake up feeling genuinely alive now. My mind is sharper than it's been in years, and my body is responding to me again in ways I honestly didn't think were possible at my age." Here's how to get started safely and sensibly. Begin with 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda dissolved in a full glass of water on an empty stomach. Start with 3 to 4 mornings per week and see how your body responds. If you'd like to enhance the effect, add a squeeze of fresh lemon or a small splash of apple cider vinegar. Support the process with gentle daily movement, deep breathing exercises, balanced nutrition, and staying well hydrated throughout the day. And this is important. Always check with your doctor first if you have any kidney conditions, heart issues, or if you're on medications that could interact with changes in your body's pH levels. I want you to hear something from me directly. If you've been feeling frustrated, embarrassed, or even deeply ashamed about what's been happening with your body, please know this: you are not broken. Your body might simply need some gentle support, a little patience, and a few small shifts to find its way back to balance. Baking soda isn't going to fix everything overnight. Nobody honest would promise you that. But it can absolutely be the gentle nudge your body has been waiting for to start responding again. Even past the age of 60, you are fully capable of strength, passion, and deep, intimate connection. You deserve to feel comfortable in your own skin. You deserve vitality and real confidence. And it is never, ever too late to start. If this video gave you even a flicker of hope or a piece of information you didn't have before, go ahead and give it a like so other men who need this can find it too. Leave me a comment below. Drop a 1 if this spoke to you, or a 0 if it didn't. Share this video with a brother, a friend, a neighbor, or anyone you know who might be quietly struggling. You could be the reason he takes that very first step toward feeling alive and whole again. And if you believe in natural, science-backed health guidance specifically for men over 60, subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications right now. I'll be right here, showing up consistently with real, honest advice to help you live stronger, longer, and with more joy than you thought possible at this stage of life. Stay strong, stay curious, and never forget this truth. You are never too old to take back your vitality and live the life you deserve. I'm Dr. Amanda Brooks. Like, comment, and subscribe for more natural, science-backed tips designed specifically for men who refuse to stop living fully.